if I told you the best kept secret in Denver Metro is not Denver itself, but the city just north of it? Today, we are doing a map tour of Thornton, Colorado, and I'm gonna expose the pros and cons of living in Thornton, Colorado, where you should be looking for homes, and the one thing you should absolutely know before moving here. Guys, Thornton, Colorado is one of those places as a native, somebody who's been here all my life, would end up on my top 5 list of suburbs and is absolutely something that if you're looking to relocate here in Colorado, you should definitely look into. And so I've got the computer with us, and while we've done in-person tours of some of the neighborhoods in Thornton, Colorado, which we'll link at the end of this video, today we're going to take a complete different approach so that you guys can know, no fluff, no BS, whether or not Thornton, Colorado is the right destination for you before you pack the bags. All right, guys, here is the map of Denver Metro in Thornton, Colorado. And I'll start by saying this: Thornton, Colorado is one of those major hubs when it comes to North Denver Metro. It is the place to be, if you will. When I was a kid, because like I said, I grew up in Denver, Colorado, Thornton was where we went when we needed to go to restaurants or do shopping for school supplies and school clothes. Like, that's where you go. Now, it didn't have a major mall, but over the recent years, we have the Denver Premium Outlets along with the Orchard Town Center, which we'll show you in this map. If you've been on the channel before, you know about E470. We're gonna start there because E470 is this highway that kind of makes a circle, if you will, around all of Denver Metro. And let's see if we can get you guys just a little bit better view of it. Yeah, so you see this circle? That's going to be your major highway. Now, the good thing about Thornton being as big as it is, actually runs right alongside E470. It also runs alongside I-25. And then you've got all of your major highway systems right at the southern end of Thornton, right here from I-25, Highway 36, Highway 76, which takes you to the mountains. And then you've got 270 here, which is gonna bring you to Aurora in the southern end of Denver. And so guys, location-wise, like, there's a reason Thornton is one of those more desirable suburbs to live when it comes to Denver, Colorado. As you guys can see on the map, I put the distance between Thornton, Colorado to Denver, and to get right in the center of Denver, it's a 20-minute drive. But it feels like a 15-minute drive. It's super quick. And if we bring you to the Broncos Stadium here, it literally is a 15-minute drive. So guys, it's like one of those where you just start to jam, you've got your music playing, you're already in the mix of everything you need to be, from Coors Field where the Rockies play, to Ball Arena where the Denver Nuggets and Colorado Avalanche play, and then of course, the good old Denver Broncos. Of course, you know, being a native here, I am a big sports fan. And so Thornton, Colorado, in relation to downtown Denver, you're right there. So you're not missing anything. You don't have to pay the high price tag that comes with Denver, and you still have all the amenities you possibly need. Now, for those of you who need to be close to Denver International Airport, really quick drive. Call it a 20 to 30 minute drive, depending on where you're at in Thornton. So also really close. And then, like I said, I-76, which is this highway right here, this is your route to all of the mountain towns, from Vail to Breckenridge to Silverthorne, Idaho Springs to Blackhawk, some places you guys haven't even heard about, but is a really quick commute when it comes to living in Thornton, Colorado. So as you see when we tilt the map here, you can see, guys, Thornton like borders Denver, actually, like literally. And then if we just tilt the map just a little bit here, you're gonna see mountains all along this front range, not too far from Thornton. You've got Boulder just 20 to 30 minutes northwest of Thornton. You've got Waterworld, happens to be in Westminster, but again, about a 10-minute drive. And guys, if you haven't been to Waterworld, you talk about a water park, like this is where every family goes here in Colorado. Elitch's, which is our amusement park, also has a water park, but it pales in comparison to Waterworld. So as you can see, Thornton, proximity-wise, is close to everything you need, and we haven't even started talking about what's actually in Thornton itself. So let's dive into what makes Thornton special today. So as you can see, when we're heading north from Denver, you've got Thornton here. So when I was a kid, 120th right here, this was Thornton. Like, this was the hub. You had all the shopping centers, all the restaurants. That's where you did all your shopping. But over the years, there's been a ton of development. And so most of the happenings at this point, unless you're actually living in Thornton, is going to be along this I-25 corridor, where you've got the Denver Premium Outlets right here. And then just bordering Denver Premium Outlets, you've got Cabela's, you've got Chicken and Pickleball, what just came in, and this huge shopping center, which actually came after the Orchard Town Center. It's like having a mall next to a mall. You've got the Denver Premium Outlets, but the Orchard Town Center, when I was growing up, was kind of the new outdoor mall area, and that is still in full effect. And so whether you're a family and want to get out and do some shopping and go to some restaurants, like you're either going to the Orchard or you're going to the Denver Premium Outlets, and it just so happens, guys, they're catty corner to each other. And so this is where everything is happening. Not to mention, again, just north, you've got Costco Wholesale, which I think pretty much anywhere in the United States you live, you know what Costco is. That's where you're going to do the bulk shopping for the paper towels and the laundry detergent and the frozen meals, etc. And so you've got Acreage, which is this huge shopping center here. And then for all of those who are wanting to get out and have some fun, you've got Topgolf. Thornton has everything in terms of amenities. There's no shortage of that. But where should you buy a home? Where should you be looking at different areas and locations? Like I promised you guys, we have a link to in-person tours of 3 different neighborhoods in Thornton. But let's jump to my MLS and I'll show you what you can actually buy in Thornton, Colorado. But before I do that, guys, here's who Thornton is not for. Thornton is not for those of you who want like a quick 10-15 minute drive to the mountains so you could be hiking, camping, mountain biking. Thornton is not the place for you. It's close enough. But for those of you who really strive for and want that Colorado lifestyle living, Thornton's probably not the suburb for you. On the opposite end of that, for those of you who want kind of that cute, quaint, quieter town, less traffic, more of a community feel, again, Thornton's probably not the place for you. Now, don't get me wrong, there's definitely certain areas in Thornton that have that tight-knit community feel, but for the most part, guys, because of Thornton's location, you've got a lot of traffic, a lot of noise, and a lot of density of population here in Thornton. Now, there is a special area of Thornton where I personally would move that I'll show you that gives you kind of the best of both worlds. But for the most part, guys, if you're looking for a smaller suburb that really gives you kind of that I'm out of the city type feel, we're going to do other videos of different suburbs in and around the Denver metro area. And so be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you guys can start to understand what areas around Denver metro are the perfect place for you and your family when you're thinking about relocating to Denver, Colorado. Now, let's show you the MLS. What's cool here is when I type in Thornton, you can really kind of see the shape of Thornton, Colorado based on all of the listings that are here for sale. And so you can see Thornton pretty much takes up all of the I-25 corridor from Denver all the way up to E470 and beyond. So Thornton is a really, really big suburb. Now, for those of you looking to get maybe a house that's under the average price point, maybe you're looking for condos, townhomes, you're definitely gonna wanna look in the southern part of Thornton. Now, these are gonna be older homes. Most of these were built somewhere in that 1970 to 1980 range, all the way up to 2000. But this is going to be your stomping grounds and where you're gonna wanna look for homes in Thornton. Now, price point here, you're gonna be anywhere from about $400 to $500. So if we just click on this first listing, we've got a lot of these homes in Thornton, Colorado are gonna be this brick ranch style home. You're gonna have about 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, anywhere from about 1,000 to 1,500 square feet. I wouldn't say starter home, but it's a starter home. However, there are certain areas in this kind of southern central part of Thornton where you could get upwards of 2,000 square feet, get 4 bedrooms, 2 baths, you might even have a basement, and that's going to be south of 104th. And so this is one of those, right? You got 1,900 square feet here, and this house is listed at 514. So as you can see, it's not going to give you a tremendous amount of space, but if you don't need a huge house, 5 bedrooms, 4,000 square feet, like this is probably gonna be the place for you. And guys, I would encourage, like stop Googling, you could look at Zillow, but there's nothing better than hopping on a call with myself so that I can actually pinpoint different areas that are gonna be specific to your criteria. Maybe you're looking for this type of house, but you want all the updates, or you wanna be within walking distance to coffee shops. Like that's where my expertise comes in, guys. So if you wanna schedule a consultation and get a better feel for the area, my link is down below below to schedule a Zoom call with me, and we're gonna take the guesswork out of all of this for you guys and save you a tremendous amount of time. And the whole goal in connecting with us, guys, is we've got people calling and relocating from all across the United States. And ultimately, we just wanna make this a smooth process for you guys. See, look at this gem of a home. It's 1,900 square feet, but this is fully upgraded. You've got the 3-car garage, you've got a big lot, and you even have a basement. To kind of round out this southern tip of Thornton, even if you skip on the west side of I-25, you have homes that are gonna be in that 300 to 400 price point, and you're gonna have plenty of condos and townhomes that are gonna fit the budget in that area. All right, guys, I had to move us into the office. Kids and family came me outside, and as much as I'd like to do a video with them, it's a little bit distracting. So, guys, when I think about Central Thornton, 120th, while it's older in terms of some of the restaurants and areas, it's still one of those desirable places to live. You've got new build communities spread out in here. One of the biggest ones is gonna be Carl's Farm, which is this whole area right here. And so anytime you have new development like that, you're gonna get new restaurants and you're gonna get upgrades in infrastructure. These old shopping centers kind of redoing paint and uplifting the feel and environment of the area. And so you can't go wrong if you're moving into this 120th corridor, but you're going to find homes that were kind of built in that, 1990 to 2000 era. They're definitely gonna be homes that are existing, they've been lived in. Some might be upgraded, but most of them are gonna have their fair share of, you got older water heaters, or you've got furnaces that need replaced. Maybe it needs a new roof. Not to say newer homes can't need a new roof. We do get hail here, but still, this kind of Central Thornton area, that's what you can expect to find. And guys, look, we're still finding homes that are below that $500,000 price point, which if we look at the average price for Denver real estate, you're at $700,000. And so to be able to get in these lower price points is certainly something worth looking into, especially because you have all the types of amenities that come with Thornton. And now guys, that house I just showed you, one of my favorite wing spots in Colorado is going to be Outlaw Wings, and that's right on the corner of 128th and Holly. Now guys, once you start getting really to that north of 128th, most of these communities are going to be newly built from 2000 on. And then as you kind of get up to this real northern spot of Thornton, as you can see the map orientation, we're getting up here by E470. Most of these communities are all brand new or built within the last 5 years. Specifically, North Hill is gonna be one of my favorite communities. And guys, look at this amazing house. Now, of course, when you get to those newer communities, you're going to jump in price. And so a lot of these homes are gonna be upwards of 700 to 900,000 plus. This one in particular in North Hill is 925,000. But I mean, look at this, guys. Absolutely stunning home. You have upgraded light fixtures, you've got upgraded flooring throughout, you've got the range hood here instead of the microwave over top, you've got the gas stove, and then you've got that double oven here, which is separate. So all the things you kind of expect at the $900,000 price points. You've got the walk-in pantries. This spiral staircase, guys, is one of those where you have to go see it. And once you're in this home, the kind of awe and eyebrow raising because of how incredible they build these. It was a Toll Brothers build, and guys, like, this is 100% one of the areas I personally would move if we were to up and leave our current house. These are the types of neighborhoods that I would be looking into myself. You get kind of that quieter feel than Central and South Thornton, but you're still close to all the amenities, I-25, etc. And so North Hill, guys, definitely one to look into. If you haven't yet seen it, we did an in-person tour of all of North Hill in a separate video that should be linked on your screen. If not, it will definitely be linked down below. One of my favorite parts about North Hill is, guys, check it out. You got the pool in the clubhouse, in the playground, and look at this huge park, right? And so as you go north, you're gonna find all those types of homes. Now, maybe you say, well, we wanna be north, but we can't spend $900,000. Well, guys, check it out. Again, if you know where to look, you can find places like this in the areas that you want to be in. And that's why we encourage guys, reach out and book a call with us so we can help make your relocation process as smooth as possible. You're gonna drive yourself crazy going on Zillow and Google, and while watching these videos is insightful, there's nothing better than sitting down with me and doing a map search that's specific to your criteria. And guys, we have people relocating from all across the United States. I'm your Colorado relocation guys and would love nothing more to help this process go as smooth for you as it is for our other clients. Guys, as you can see, as I'm talking, this house is awesome. And it's listed at 520. And so it's one of those where you have to know where to look. Now, for those of you who are wanting acreage, you want some property, you don't want to be butting up against neighbors, this is where you're going to look. Guys, this is hands down one of the best areas to buy acreage that no one talks about. Guys, I've watched other Denver real estate channels and I've yet to see anyone talk about Todd Creek. Now, you can see from the map, you've got Brighton, Colorado here, which we also have videos linked down below explaining what it's like living in Brighton. And you have some addresses that are gonna be Brighton, some addresses that are gonna be Thornton. But Todd Creek, guys, is definitely a must look when it comes to acreage homes. You can see just on the map how much space these neighbors have compared to some of these areas right here. Todd Creek is definitely a must-see area. Again, we have videos that are in-person tours of homes in Todd Creek. We give you a driving tour through Todd Creek. And so that's a must-watch if you guys want to look at some acreage property here. But if you want to be kind of closer to that I-25 corridor and in Thornton proper, you're going to be looking at Wadley Farms. You don't have a whole lot to select from. Your price point's going to be $1 million plus because, guys, you have Denver Premium Outlets in your backyard. I-25 in your backyard, and then you're also going to look at the lakes at Wadley Farms, which is going to be this other area right here. And guys, really cool homes. Let's pull some up. This one in particular, it's 1.8. There are homes that are more than 1.8, but there are also other acreage properties that are less than 1.8. Because look, you've got a lake in your backyard at this house, right? Now, yes, you might need to come in, do some updates and make it your own. But when you're looking at Thornton, Colorado, and you're looking to purchase acreage, you're gonna pay a premium. This one at 1.8 for this level of finish in the house itself is a little bit high, but my guess is you're gonna have a lot of acreage here. And of course, the lake, right? And so you got almost 7 acres, you've got a lake, you've got a dock, like, of course this is 1.8. But if we show you just around Wadley Farms and some of the other homes that are in this area, again, there's not a lot of them. You're gonna get this one at 1.4, this one, let's click on this one for 1.3. Now again, these are a little bit older, and that's why I want to bring your attention to Todd Creek, because not only are you going to get the acreage, but the level of house you're going to get in regard to updates and finish level is going to be so much greater than what you're seeing in Wadley Farms. So that's Wadley Farms. This one is 3.5 acres at 1.3, but let's just take you a quick 5-minute drive away from Wadley Farms, and you're gonna be looking at Todd Creek Estates. And let me find some listings here that I think you would like to take a look at. So 1.3 in Wadley Farms is that house that was a little outdated. Like, this is 1.3 in Todd Creek. You're getting a brand new house, guys. Amazing. Like, this is $1 million house. You have upgraded flooring, you've got modern contemporary feel, and you can see the design in the flooring where they used different flooring pieces. You might not like that, but guys, really nice touch. You've got these waterfall countertops that are quartz. You've got the pendant lighting. You've got an upgraded appliance package. I mean, look at this fireplace. It's miraculous. I mean, gorgeous. You kind of just look at it and it's like, how did you even get that in there? The level of home you're getting, less acreage in Todd Creek, it's unmatched. And guys, that's why I think Todd Creek is one of the best places to buy acreage in North Denver Metro, and specifically in Thornton, Colorado. So guys, definitely a must-see. Again, I've got a video taking you through Todd Creek. You definitely want to take a look at that if you are interested. Or, as I mentioned, guys, just hit the link down below. Let's schedule a call and figure out what is going to be the absolute best place for you and your family when relocating to Colorado. And guys, that's it for Thornton. I mean, I could go all day on a Thornton tour. We could spend a whole video of 30 minutes just talking about South Thornton, another one for Central Thornton, another one for North Thornton. But the reality is Thornton has a lot to offer. The reason I would personally live there and look at moving there with my family is mostly the location. Now, you can get much more bang for your buck if you just go 10, 15, 20 minutes east northeast to Brighton, and Brighton has a lot to offer. But again, it's hard to beat this close proximity to I-25 and E-470 and all that Thornton has to offer. And so if I were looking to move, I would certainly be looking in this North Thornton area where you still have these neighborhoods, stuff like North Hill, Willow Bend, these new build communities you can find. And guys, we didn't even talk about new builds, but once you get into this kind of north area of Thornton, you've got a ton of new construction, which comes with really, really, really good rate incentives. And so that is a whole nother video. Please make sure to like and subscribe. And now, as promised, guys, my top 5 suburbs in all of Denver Metro. First, we're gonna say Thornton because of all the things I just talked about. Next up is going to be Brighton, Colorado. That just gives you that bang for your buck. You're gonna get much more house for the price, but while you're missing out on maybe as quick of commute to Denver, Colorado, it's still really, really in that Denver Metro area. Now, if I take us down south, I'm gonna take you to Parker. Guys, Parker is a whole different world. And I mean that. Like, when you go South Denver Metro from North Denver Metro, it's a whole different pace of life. You're gonna have higher price points, a more affluent area in certain parts of Parker. You have the Colorado Golf Club, which is like $3-4+ million homes. This is where some of those athletes from the Denver Broncos, the Colorado Avalanche, like they're living in these areas. But there's also those pockets of affordability where you're gonna get that nice house, but you're not gonna break the bank. And so I really love Parker. One of the bright spots is gonna be the Pinery. Guys, this is one of my favorite communities in all of Denver Metro. It's got a kind of mountain feel without being in the mountains. You've got these really cool custom homes, really nice sized lots, and it's just a really neat community that is almost a must see. Number 4 on the list is gonna come Golden, and we just shot an in-person tour of Golden, showing you some of the amazing parts of this area. But guys, when it comes to Colorado lifestyle living, Golden is the definition of that. As you can see, it just sits on this backdrop of the Rocky Mountains. You're living in the foothills. You could walk out of your door and you're on a hike. Like, that's Golden, Colorado. Not to mention the city itself, really, really cool. You've got tons of good places to eat. You've got Clear Creek that runs through the downtown Golden that people tube on all the time. And Golden is just one of those special places. Now, number 5 on the list, guys, is gonna be Littleton, Colorado. Guys, Littleton, really, really special spot. It is a suburb, but it's still going to give you a little bit of a city feel. You're really, really close in proximity to Denver. The houses in Littleton, guys, absolutely stunning. You have a lot of custom style homes. Your price point is going to be much higher. You're going to pay for the amenities that come with living in Littleton. The downtown, guys, one of the best downtowns in all of Denver Metro. You've got areas like Beaumar, you've got Columbine Knolls, Heritage, and guys, talk about schools, like really, really well sought after, desirable schools all throughout Littleton area. So guys, that's my top 5. Be sure to subscribe to the channel so that you can see when we actually do the video. But for today, guys, that is it. Thank you so much for joining. Be sure to schedule a call down below if you'd like help in relocating to Denver. I'm your Colorado relocation guide. Thank you for joining, and we'll catch you on the next one. Cheers. What? Yeah, you guys can come play outside, but I am doing a video. So just no screaming. Well, I could be in it.